In previous videos on this PicoCalc computer, we have used Term to connect to the machine, mainly because I was unable to get Tera Term to work successfully. However, I think we have now cracked the problem. So I'm going to step through the process by which you can connect Tera Term to the PicoCalc computer. First of all, at the top of the PicoCalc, you need to actually connect a USB cable. It's a USB 3 Type-C connector at the top, and this can be connected to your main computer. To know which COM port you're going to connect to, if you hold down the Windows key on your keyboard and press the letter X. This will bring a pop-up menu up, and from there you can pick Device Manager. Device Manager will give you a list of all the devices on your main computer. If we then go to the Ports section, we can see that here at the bottom is our USB serial CH340 COM5. So our PicoCalc is connected to our main computer via COM5. So if we go back to Tera Term and go into the Setup menu, click on Serial Port and change the port number to COM5. The important thing now is to change the flow control setting from RTS-CTS to None. And then we click on New Open. We should now be connected to the PicoCalc computer. So on the Tera Term terminal, if we type the command word files, and this will return all the files on the default drive of the PicoCalc. This is the flash drive. If you wish to change the colour of the font on our Tera Term terminal, you can do this quite easily. If you click on the Setup menu and then pick Window. From here, you can set the colour of the normal text. At the moment, it's set for white, so if we take these values back to 0, we will get a green colour. Like so. And if we OK that, all our text on the Tera Term is now in a nice shade of green. So if we type in B to go to the B drive and type in files, we can see all the files on our B drive quite happily. These of course appear both on the PicoCalc itself and on your Tera Term terminal. So all this is pretty straightforward. So now we're going to load an application from our main computer into our PicoCalc. First thing to do is to type in xmodem receive. And then go up to the top menu, and we want to transfer using xmodem. And we will pick our application and click Open. And there is our file transferring, and our file should now be complete. And we can list our application on the Tera Term terminal. Now, I haven't finished this application, so I'm not quite ready to publish it yet. However, one of the things we failed to do on Term was to use the Edit facility. The Edit facility gives you a color-coded editing screen. So if we type in Edit, we can see on the PicoCalc itself, our colourful editing screen has appeared. And on our Tera Term, we have also a matching screen. And we can use the page up and page down to step through the code on Tera Term, which makes it much easier to do editing than it was on the Term terminal. And in addition, the function buttons also work in Tera Term. If we press the F1 button on the PicoCalc itself, it will save the application. If we press the F1 button on the keyboard of our computer, it will also save the application. However, if you want to save it to one of the storage areas, the A drive or the B drive, we can do this quite easily by using the save command. Like so. and this should now have saved it to our B drive. So if we do our files once more, and there is our game1.bas file saved to the B drive. So with this small change to the configuration of Tera Term, the terminal becomes much more useful. Changing to no flow control was something I hadn't even considered when setting up the configuration. However, you learn as you go along. Hopefully you'll find this useful in your own connections to the PicoCalc computer, but that's it for today. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching today's video. Please feel free to click on the link in the description below to discover more videos.